How's it going, everyone? I am Snoob603, and today joining me is Epona.
Hi, what's up?
So for those that do know me, hi, welcome back. There will be more to talk about later. For those that don't know me, I am, again, Snoob603. I am one half of what used to be Shustybang. Shustybang was our YouTube channel that myself and Fake Thriller ran for a little over 4 years. He himself actually decided to quit the YouTube scene back in November of 2013, and then I also walked away from the channel back in May of 2014. But I am back in a slightly revised role, and we're going to get into that a little bit further, but for now I'll let you, Epona, take over so she can explain her background, and for those that are not familiar with who she is.
Hi, I'm Epona. You should all know who I am, and if you don't, then get your shit together. But, I should say that Snoob is joining me, because it's going to be on my channel too, so stop trying to take over the... Deep breaths. Okay.
Who's the one with all the subscribers here? That's right.
You... Quiet! You be quiet, you son of a... Alright, anyway. You could know me from my YouTube channel, which is significantly smaller than Shustybang. Or maybe back in the day, Battlefieldo. I was an administrator on that site. Or Project BTFO. That was lovely. Battlefield tournament in 2012. Other than that, I'm just floating around Twitter. And that's about it.
Yep.
So, high five.
Nice. So, with introductions over, what the hell are we here to talk about today?
I don't know, Snoof.
We're here to talk about Dawnbreaker Gaming. For those that follow me or Jess Epona on Twitter, you will know that we have been hyping up Dawnbreaker Gaming quite a bit in the past week or two. So, what is Dawnbreaker Gaming? Dawnbreaker Gaming is a website that we have been working on. When I say we, it's been primarily Epona that has done it because she is the coding monkey here. I know zilch about coding, so she's really pretty much taken on all the responsibilities with this, but I've been trying to help out where I can.
Holla.
And the whole point of what is Dawnbreaker Gaming, it's a site dedicated to gaming news of every kind you could possibly think of. Reviews, news, game release dates, the whole 9 yards. So, jumping into it, what started this idea? Epona and I, and many other people over the past, at this point, years, were discussing that there seems to be a complete lack of integrity in gaming journalism, and especially within YouTube. And disclaimer, this has literally zero to do with Gamergate. We have been working on the website itself for over a month at this point.
Probably
and
3 months.
Yep, and if need be, we can prove it. But I wanted to emphasize, because that's a really hot topic in the community right now, and I wanted everyone to make absolutely sure that the two are not related, although they technically are related, because what we're trying to do is going to serve what I guess the whole Gamergate thing is about. But at any rate, that's what started the whole idea. But we both agreed that there seems to be a severe lack of integrity and morals and upstanding people within the gaming community as far as gaming journalism goes and YouTubers. And we want to create a site that's going to help change that and put the people that have quality content up higher on the list and get them more notice, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, basically, we'd like to think we have a positive impact on the community now, obviously. Not just because we're hilarious, but that's really the whole idea, is to kind of get, personally, the two of us more involved in having a positive impact on the community, and then, as well, kind of having the community feed in to Dawnbreaker, and then have that grow into a nice little community, and then maybe there'll be some type of chain reaction stuff going on. I don't know, we're just excited to see where it goes, and hopefully it will go up, I guess. But what's going to be on the site? What is the whole point? My favorite part, the most exciting part for me, is all the release information. A release calendar, which was a pain in the ass to code. The calendar, and then the little side calendar, and then the frickin' dates on the... Man, I can't even get into it, and I won't. But it was fun. I had a fun time. The release calendar info, it covers everything regarding the upcoming releases, the dates, the regions, the platforms, and it'll have any worthwhile news pertaining to the games on their quote-unquote game detail pages. It's basically just a one-stop shop for upcoming games, new releases. We also have a little rating system in there that we're kind of fond of, hot or not, the community-preferred games. So we'll see where that goes. You guys can kind of have a little votes and stuff, but That's what I'm excited about.
Oh yeah,
Get all the info.
And as a person that has absolutely no idea how coding and everything works, but is intrigued by overall web design, web page design specifically, I am incredibly impressed with what Epona has done. Everything looks fucking hot. I love it.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So to kind of further elaborate on what's going to be on the site, the big thing is it's not just us that's providing reviews. Obviously, we think highly of ourselves because, we're egotistical, arrogant people like that. The goal is to compile reviews, news, and gaming information presented by people that we feel are, very truthful, insightful. They have quality content. They have integrity. They have morals. Just all around upstanding people. But the big thing is going to be honesty and transparency. Just anything that we feel is important that the community should know regarding, people who are doing the reviews or whatever, so that that there's no bullshit that's hiding in the background. Complete transparency through and through is going to be a big thing because we want people to be able to trust us and see exactly what everyone's background is, where all that information comes from. But again, to kind of reiterate, not everything we do on this site is going to be just by us. We want to compile all of the great stuff from people that we already know and are friends with, and other people that we just know of that we think happen to provide great quality content that we feel would work well within the website. The idea is to create one place that you can come to find anything you could possibly think to, worthwhile reading, but that you can trust. We're finding everything and taking out all of the guesswork for you guys.
And just as a side note to butt in, people are probably going to accuse us of this anyway, because that's just how the internet works. Although I know you guys listening won't, because you're awesome. We didn't make this site so that we could find all our friends and be like, oh yeah, send us your info and we'll post it on our cool site.
Right.
Like, we legitimately, when we say transparency and integrity and honesty, we totally mean it. And if you guys think something weird is going on, we have the contact page. You can contact us, be like, hey, I'm not so sure about this, you didn't source this, where is this from? And 100% we want to work it out and kind of just have a back and forth like that. We don't want to, just be putting up whatever we feel like and not having any feedback from anyone and yada yada. So I just want to point that out.
Yeah, and I mean, there certainly will probably be a few people on there that will have featured videos or articles or whatever that are our friends, but they're not going to be on there because... Friends. Right, they're not getting on there because they're our friends. They're getting on there because they stand for everything that this website is going to be built on. And that's the most important thing. And, I mean, guys, we have a lot of friends on Twitter and YouTube and just in real life and everything. And guess what? A lot of them are probably not going to make it on there. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, it is what it is. So hopefully that doesn't upset anyone, but it is what it is. It's the good people will make their way onto it. And I guess I shouldn't say we know a lot of friends. We have a lot of acquaintances, which would be a little more accurate. But anyways, moving on. Sorry.
Well, we're not trying to say... Sorry, I can't...
No, it's fine. Continue.
Well, I feel like it's starting to sound like, oh my god, we know what's the best stuff. We're going to put it up. We want everyone to submit stuff, and I feel like that's inviting an overload of links and information. But that's what we want. We want people to say, hey, check out this... I think this person did a really good job on such and such, whether it was a written article or a YouTube video or whatever. And we can take a look and put it up if we think you guys would appreciate it as a community as a whole and kind of go from there. So,
yep.
I don't know. I just don't want people to pigeonhole. I'm getting way too into the details. It's not that serious. Anyway, we'll just move on now.
Yeah. So, another point of what's going to be on the site. Ideally, we want it to be a really great learning tool for new gamers or even intermediate gamers, for lack of a better term. Literally to just learn anything about anything you could want to learn about gaming things, as vague yet specific as that could be. Things like abbreviations and anagrams explained, like you want to know what MMORPG stands for, because for the longest time, I had no idea what that meant. What games are considered platformers, things like that. The other thing we're really looking forward to doing, because we're overly nerdy, geeky, and technical like that, is doing how-tos for things like how to get a controller to work properly on a PC. Eventually doing some tech reviews for new components we might get for our PCs. Things of that nature. Next up.
I'm excited for that part.
Yeah.
I like the nerdy parts. We, specifically, as in Snoov and I, the site founder / administrators, we will be administrating the site, basically kind of, I don't want to say policing, because we do have a forum section. Let's keep it clean, holla. I don't know. What will we be doing? We're administrating. Administrating would be anything from adding information and reviews to kind of
sifting through content that is submitted to make sure that it meets the standards that we hold near and dear into the forefront of what we feel things should meet before they get posted to the site.
As well as going out ourselves and finding things that we might want to add to the site.
Right, we're not just going to be sitting back on our laurels waiting for people to send stuff to us. We are actively going to be searching for stuff, and we will reach out to these content creators to ask them permission to see if we can embed their links embed their videos or articles or whatever it is that they provide that we're like, hey, that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then I think what a lot of people are going to be most excited for, this is last point for what us will specifically be doing, is we will occasionally be providing our own content, because we do still love playing games. We love games in general, and the desire is there to still make content, but the time might be a different story, at least for me, because
No, agreed. But our ultimate goal overall, we've achieved our dreams, is to create an informative, reliable source, kind of like a hub for the community. I think we kind of touched on this before, but that's pretty much the goal, is somewhere where you can go, where you're not like, are these guys getting paid off? Like, who's making them say this? Where's this coming from? Where everything is transparent, honest, there's integrity, all those nice buzzwords that we like to use.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, kind of content that would be created under the Dawnbreaker brand, and where is it going to be hosted? Those are actually two rather important points that we should discuss, because we have thrown out there a couple times now that we said we ourselves are going to be creating content, and it's going to be under the Dawnbreaker brand. So, most important, we'll jump to where it's going to be hosted, because that's the easiest. Everything video-wise that we ourselves create or is created for Dawnbreaker, specifically for it, under that brand, is going to be hosted on my channel, Shustybang. And I don't know specifically if Shustybang is going to go under a branding or rebranding. That is a different topic for a different day, and something I need to give some serious thought into as to what the future of Shustybang itself is. But there's still a rather good amount of subscribers, active subscribers to that channel, and they're looking forward to content. I see the comments every day. I know I haven't posted anything, but I do check the comments daily. That is no lie nor exaggeration. So I think it's a really good spot for us to start from and hope for the best and see where it takes us.
Agreed. You YouTube monger, you.
I know. Oh, wait, sorry. The only thing I didn't say was what kind of content we created. We have no concrete plans as of this time. It can quite literally be anything. The ultimate goal for myself personally up front is to do reviews of games, because I still do enjoy talking about games and shooting the shit and, looking at them subjectively as possible, and just kind of giving my thoughts and opinions on it based on what I found personally from playing it. But I want to make it, something worthwhile. But I'm not going to say that that's it. I mean, if the time and everything just works out that we can even start doing other general gaming videos, let's plays, I mean, anything. It could all go under the Dawnbreaker brand. So the possibilities are endless.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, reading rainbow. No, that's unrelated.
No, now you got me. And finally, what can you expect on day one? Well, there's not a lot going on in the first few weeks, because it's new. We're going to take our time. We don't want to get burnout. We want to be able to be consistent and giving quality information and content and making sure everything goes up the way it should go up, accurately, with accuracy and with quality. information and content. So we're not just going to be rat racing it, trying to get the first review up so you can come check it out and read ours first. We'd like to get them up as quickly as possible, but so that you guys have, you know, a nice source of information making informed purchases as consumers. But we don't want to just throw it up and just have something up there, because I feel like that's what everyone else is doing right now, which is kind of shitty.
Right. We're not aiming to go for something like Kotaku level of articles every single day. I'm not bashing them. I'm just like, that's one of the first websites that came to my head, as far as they put out a lot of stories every single day. But we're not going to have to wait 2 weeks for a new post to go up. We will get up stuff every couple of days, ideally right up front. But there's still a lot of things that we need to do as far as getting in touch with people to see if they're interested in coming on board with the site, as far as sharing their content, whether it be articles or videos and stuff. We would ideally like to create a go-to community, like a core community of people that are willing to share and submit their own content to go up on the site. And then hopefully we can get some exclusive content from, you know, like a core group of contributors that are willing to put up, which would be awesome. But baby steps up front. There's a lot of stuff coming up. The gaming season is nigh upon us. The holiday season's right around the corner. There is a ton of new games coming out. You'll see it in our games listing section. That's just a drop in the bucket of all the games that are going to be released between now and the end of the year, never mind what's coming in early 2015. So
much good stuff.
Yep, the content will be there. Just don't expect it to come through multiple times a day at the beginning. We want to make sure everything gets done accurately. We're getting our feet wet with something new. We want to get in the flow of it, get a good groove, make sure we're not getting in over our heads. And as we become more and more comfortable with it, we'll kind of up the pace at which we post and get content out, as long as we continue to meet the standards that we have set for ourselves.
Yep.
But I think that's it. I believe at this point we have covered everything.
Yeah. Really, it's just we love gaming and we want to share that with people, and we're a little disgruntled about the quality of information that's out there right now. And we have seen that other people are too, so we want to fix it, and we want to all be friends and hug and dance.
Yeah,
I don't dance. I'll just lean back and do the rock away.
That's the biggest thing. We're both agreed and united in that we dislike where the gaming community is heading, and it's just in a really bad spot. So we're just trying to do our part to kind of bring the community back into a more positive light and provide a much more positive, trustworthy scene that people within the gaming community can come to and feel comfortable with. And certainly, again, trust. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
We want trust back in this community. We want to provide something that you guys can all count on and not feel like you're being bullshitted through and through.
We love you guys.
That's it. Thank you guys for listening, and be on the lookout because Dawnbreaker Gaming is about to launch any day now. And be sure to check it out. And if you do enjoy it, go ahead, leave feedback in the forums. The forums are there specifically for that. We want to hear you guys.
Please.
Constructive criticism is key. If you see something you don't like, that's great. That's actually awesome. Please let us know constructively. You can bash us to high hell, and that's awesome if you can do it constructively. Just hating doesn't help out anyone anywhere at any time.
And if you like it, let me know, because I've been working on it for hours and hours and over a month probably. So
right,
I like to be pet.
I think it
like
was Scanner
puppy.
Barkley that had said it at one point, that people that like what you're doing and view it positively are usually the quiet ones that don't say anything.
Yeah.
Because they have no reason to say anything, because like,
Right.
okay, I like this. But early on, I mean, at any point, but really especially early on, if there are things that you like, please go ahead and just say it. And it could be just a simple blurb like, I like how you did this layout or something. Because then we know what you guys like, and we can kind of show a little consistency. We can take that and adapt it to the other areas of the site if need be, and just keep going with what you guys like and expanding upon that.
Agree.
Cool. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you over at Dawnbreaker Gaming.
Peace out.
See ya.